Hi everyone, welcome to Blue Bees Farm. This is going to be our first video from our bee yard. It's also the first inspection of 2018, so you guys can see what it looks like to do an inspection after the cold winter days we've had here in North Carolina this year. January had a lot of snow, some rain, and some very cold temperatures. As you can see, the girls are very busy today. It's 52 degrees right now, and it is February 9th. We only have 2 hives right now. Last year we did great. We collected about 8 hives between cutouts and swarms. And unfortunately we had a really bad time with the dearth last year. Hive beetles invaded and killed out most of our hives. The one that is facing us actually I think died out over the winter. The queen wasn't laying, it didn't look very good, and we saw no activity before the snow. And then shortly thereafter we came out and it looked like the hive was being robbed out, but as you can see I think they decided to stay. Also, this hive right here was a swarm from last year. Hey girl, she wanted to say hi. And they're actually doing good. I'm going to go in today, take off these hive hop feeders because it's just got old syrup in it that's just been sitting there. I haven't been able to do anything with it because of it being so cold. I didn't want to pop the tops. It's going to be in the 50s and 60s for like the next 10 days with 40s at night, so it's a good time to go into it and see how they're doing. Good early inspection. We'll see how our girls are doing. Hopefully we're going to have a really good season this year, collect a whole bunch more hives from around the area, and maybe do a few splits. We'll see what we got going on. I'll bring you all in closer so you can see a better view of what we got going on inside the hives. So let me get suited up, get my smoker going, and we'll go in and see. This is, I think we're going into our 4th season now of keeping bees. Our first season, all 4 hives we had absconded. We used a natural remedy for mites, which included some essential oils, and we think it was too strong, and all 4 hives left. The following year, we only got 2 hives, came out of the winter with 1, and last year we got up to, I think, 4 or 5 hives and came out of the winter with 1. But again, we ended up catching a swarm at the beginning of summer, or spring, so it worked out really good that we actually started the whole season with 2 hives. And then last year with the beetles, we went from 10 hives down to 2. Beekeeping isn't as easy as most people think it is. This is not my trick, by the way. Hey, girls. Also see how our beetles are doing in a couple of these hives. Hopefully, most of them died out over the winter. Hey girls, how you doing? Numbers are going to be low. That's normal. Some hives go down to practically nothing over winter. Here's our cluster for these girls here. I'm gonna have to find out what's up with this frame here because it looks like there was brood here. Something got into it. I'll have to check that one out with some of the guys. I think I need a more experienced beekeepers maybe know. I mean, I know quite a bit, but this is something I've never seen before. Mass of beetles in this one. It looks like they're all on one frame. Go. There's the queen. I'm gonna see in a second if she's laying anything. Looks like she might be right there. Shake off the bees, but not the beetles. It looks like all beetles are contained to this one frame. And you kind of want to get it away from them. So I'll bring this over here for now. Get it out of the way, and I'll stick it in the freezer. Those girls should find their way back over here, no problem. Well, that's off. We're going to be treating the ground here so we don't have this problem again. It was pretty devastating for us to lose that many last year. Bring y'all in a little closer for this other hive here, seeing I got it facing. This is going to be the interesting one to see because these weren't our girls. This hive was completely dead. We had popped it open. There was nothing in it. I gotta relight. Girls down. I have no idea the temperament on these girls. Like I said, these are new girls. Another drain. Empty. I actually have a cluster of frozen girls here. Looks like these girls may have frozen place. I'm hoping there's no queen in here. But we'll check it out. We'll see. I have seen videos where girls look frozen and actually come back, so we'll give them some time and see what goes on. Some more here. It looks like the beetles froze too, which is a good thing. I do not, however, see a queen. Very unusual. Big old stack of bees right here. Could have a queen up underneath of it. Look like they just froze too. I mean, they're not dry and crispy like you would think they would be if they'd been frozen half the winter, or at least a month. I don't see a queen. So now right here, I'm gonna actually look and see if I had any eggs. And some honey, uncapped. That does look like eggs. I'm gonna leave them just like they were. She may be out flying around right now. She may have been up in the top of this box over here when I took it off. You never know sometimes with the queen. She can hide very easily sometimes. In fact, there she is. There's the queen that belongs in this box. This is why you never stop looking for her, especially if you see signs of eggs. So it looks like some of them froze, but she survived, and she is a big girl. She just dropped her little booty on down in there. That's good. So she is laying, at least. I'm going to go back and put this back off of here. They can collect whatever sugar they want off of it. Inner cover. And I know for certain that is not the queen that we had in this hive. I remember her. She was a big caramel looking girl. This girl here is darker. But apparently she's going to do pretty good. But basically, that's all there is to it. I mean, you don't want to do a whole lot. They are starting to bring in some resources. I did take some honey that we had a whole bunch of separate jars of honey, and I did combine them into one jar. So I've got a setup over there, and I'll take a picture. Okay, over here, as you can see, are all my empty jars. I found a whole bunch of honey that I was, they're just remnants in here and there and everywhere else. So I've stuck out all my empty jars, and the girls will go through and they'll clean it out, and you can see one has already found it. And they'll clean this thing out really easy. I may end up taking that half quart that I ended up combining and spreading it out thin on something like a board or a couple sheet pans or something like that, or you can put it into a feeder. Just because when you put it in a large container with it thick, they'll all get in it and you end up drowning half your bees. And especially right now with the numbers low, you don't want to be doing that. So you can feed them back their own honey. It's a great way to start them off. Once these jars are all cleaned out, I'm probably going to put out some sugar for them just to help really get them boosted up at the beginning of spring here for a week or two until stuff really starts blooming later in the month, early March, and let them go from there. And these girls will do excellent. They're gonna hopefully be going strong. The other hive, hopefully they'll start laying soon. There's a queen in there, so it's a good possibility. She's just a little late. That's okay. Some queens start laying as soon as it starts getting warm. Others seem to just take their sweet time, and that's okay. As long as they produce and then become a good strong hive, it doesn't matter if they start off slow and then take off, or just go take off like crazy to begin with. Hopefully these two will do good, and hopefully we'll get lots of swarms and cutouts this year. Rehome some bees, give them a nice safe place to be, and I got lots of work to do over here. These are some we got at an auction. Some won't be reusable, some got some work to do, and some just need a fresh coat of paint on them. So we're ready to go. I just got to get some boxes cleaned up, especially the deeps to start off with, and some frames with some foundation in them, and we'll be ready to rock and roll this year. I hope you enjoyed our video. Like I said, like us on our Facebook page. We do have a website. It's got all our contact information on there with some of the stuff we do have for sale, some soaps and whatnot, and honey will be available on there when we do harvest this year. And so like us on Facebook, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe our page, and get the word out, and help us save the bees. Thank you. I hope you all have a great day, have a great spring, and may this year just turn out to be awesome for y'all. I know it will us. Thank you.